Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Welcome back to my channel. I don't have a specific name for it yet, but we will figure that out along the way. I just wanted to kind of make this a new journey for myself, as well as a motherhood journey, and build a following and a community that is needed maybe, or is wanted by somebody who feels the same way as I do, being a working mother, having a toddler who's now 3, so she's a little sassy, and then I am currently pregnant with my second one. Today I am 18 weeks. And I just wanted to, it's been 1 month, and I definitely want to apologize. I know my last video I said I was gonna be consistent, and I wanted to just put out videos once a week. Being that it's December and a new year is coming, I do want to stay determined and continue going on a path of figuring out what I want to make this channel really about, and just building it up, not only for me as a person, but for other people out there. So I wanted Mondays today to be kind of like a mom Monday, where I'm in my own private space. Right now Ella is preoccupied, and I just have this moment to myself. I literally just came home, and I figured, why not, let me just make a quick video to just follow up and to talk about being a mom and this 5 to 10 minute time that I have in the closet to just enjoy myself and kind of give me that self-care. I know self-care could be a lot of things to different people, whether it's putting a face mask on or taking a bath, but when you're a new mom or just a mom in general, I think it's really crucial that you take 5 or 10 minutes out just in your own space, whether you read a book or a magazine, just to give yourself a little peace of mind. And that doesn't mean go scrolling on Instagram or Facebook. I mean, I would like you to watch this video and give it a thumbs up, or make a comment about what you would like to see or how I could do better, or just being new to YouTube. If you have way more experience than I do, I would appreciate feedback. But Mom Mondays are all about you guys and me. So for this Monday, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself and kind of my story. So my daughter Ella, she's 3 years old, and I currently live in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I was living in San Francisco with my boyfriend, Carlos, still current boyfriend. We are together, and we were just living life and working normal jobs, and we both went to the same college, and I'm still currently enrolled online, and he graduated already, but just, you know, partying, having a good time, living your life in your 20s. And then one day I was like, okay, so Carlos, I think we need to talk because I'm late and I'm supposed to go out to eat and to a bar with some friends, but I'm really not feeling good, and I don't know if it's cramps or if it's like premenstrual that is happening. But I think that we should just take a test to be safe, you know? And it was like 12 a.m. and we lived downtown San Francisco, right off of Sutter and Powell. And we were like, okay, let's go to the store and buy it right now. Let's just get it over with. So we go to the store, come back home, and then I was so scared. I was like, I need to eat. I love to eat. So if you guys want me to talk about food or my favorite foods, I do love to cook. If you would like to see a video of cooking, sure, why not? If I have the time for it and there's a quick recipe, I am more than willing to share that with you guys, especially because of being from so many cultures and having so much background. I know how to cook a lot of different flavors, from just island flavors, spicy, not spicy, Latin flavors as well. So there's a mix of things there, but we can get into that later. So yeah, so we ate, and I'm like, let's just do it. Let's just take the test to find out. So we take the test, And I'm like, I'm too nervous. I don't want to look. I don't want to look. And he's like, well, you have to look first. So we look at it, and well, the 2 lines were there, and surprise, we're pregnant. And Carlos was absolutely amazing, because for me, I was happy at the moment, but then like it felt like minutes later, but I think it was seconds later where it kind of hit me like, okay, you're in college, you're 24, you haven't really figured out where you want to be in life. You know you want to travel, you're getting a degree in fashion journalism, and traveling and having a young kid with you and not being at the level you want to be. I started to beat myself up before even acknowledging the fact that there's a little baby inside of me, and how great it is and such an honor it is, because some people don't have the privilege to have their own kid, or they've tried for years and they're not able to. But lucky me, it just happened for us. So yeah, that's basically how we found out that I was pregnant. And I'm very grateful and thankful that I am with somebody who has been supportive of my pregnancy since the moment that it has happened. And I know that is not everyone's story, so I definitely take that into account when it comes to our relationship and our dynamics. But from that moment on, I scheduled the doctor's appointment like a few days later. And once I went to the doctor, they were asking me all these questions, telling me, oh, you have options, and just, going over the whole rundown. And I think at that point was when I just kind of smiled and was like, you know what, this is meant for me, and this is something that I need to follow through with and just enjoy the time that I have with being pregnant. So of course, I'm a big researcher and I like to learn things. And I went to Barnes and Nobles and I got What to Expect When Expecting. And my family, I would say, is stricter than most families. So the way I was raised is you must have like a plan for your life, not in any kind of formulated way, but just we're giving you all the tools and everything you need to live a nice life, to follow the rules. So get a great education, find a career that you love, get a job, benefits, and find somebody you love, fall in love, get married, have kids, and go about your life. So that's what I had expected from life, which is why I think it was such a shock for me to be like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. This is not part of my 5-year plan. And I just kind of thought about everybody else's concerns and didn't sit back and just worry about myself for a second and say like, Alicea, this is gonna make you really happy. And knowing in the back of my mind that I have always wanted to have kids. I've worked with kids for summer camp. I was a Girl Scout, and I'm in a sorority. So I love that nurturing and caring for other people. And I am the friend that everybody comes to for advice. So, I mean, I figured why not? I know that I could do it. There's some strength in me that I felt like this is like my calling, I guess I would say. Not that I'm like spiritual in that kind of way. I am religious, but not in I'm holier than thou. But yeah, that was basically it. And I started researching development of the baby, listening to the heartbeat, going to every appointment, making sure that I'm on top of things. My family was like, call the doctor and do this and do that and take your prenatals. So it's kind of nice to have that support system. I don't take that for granted at all. I'm so happy because I've met so many people in my life. I guess I didn't tell you guys this. I apologize, but I'm from New York. And so when I decided to move to San Francisco, which is across the country, away from my family, it was a big shock because most of my family has stayed at home to be close to each other. And it's not that I wanted to go away from my family and away from my friends and my life, because I didn't have anything to run away from. Everything was great, but I felt like there was this box that I lived in, and I needed to go explore the world, explore more diversity. I mean, you can't get more diverse than New York, but I just wanted to explore a different way of living, being on my own, washing my own laundry, taking care of myself. I didn't work, so my parents provided, as well as my grandparents, but I did work later on and into college, but it just taught me just a strength that I never thought that I could have, because I was so dependent on my family, so dependent on my friends, and accustomed to, I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing, but it was nice to get a change of atmosphere. So being in a different state and also finding out I was pregnant kind of was hard, because when you're away from your friends and family and everything you have grown up to or known, it does feel a little bit lonely. But you just have to get some patience and put yourself out there, like I'm doing right now. I am sharing my story with all of you guys. I may know some of you, I may not know some of you, but I'm more than happy to put myself out there. I'm very talented in different ways, and I want to share that with the world and contribute. I want to one day be able to sit back and say I changed somebody's life, or I did something great to influence another person to do something great in their life. So yeah, that's my spiel about being pregnant with Ella. Then let me see. I feel like I could tell you a little bit about my cravings. So I was sick for a little bit, and I was hiding my pregnancy because I still was going to classes. And as a fashion major, I mean, I'm wearing size 4 and 6. Currently, I do not wear that size, so clearly. Don't even, like, you know, I definitely appreciate everyone at work saying that I have a glow and that I look amazing, and I do feel really good. My skin's clear. I never really have any problems with there, but you know, you put on a little weight, you feel a little certain type of way, but we'll get to it. We'll work on it. But yeah, my closest friends, my sorority sister, my roommate, nobody knew that I was pregnant, and I wasn't gaining weight. I was actually losing weight, and I had flown back and forth to go home for holidays, and I was doing a event and a kind of special class with Teen Vogue. So I had went to New York, and I came back, and I was like, everyone's like, you're looking so great, what's going on? And I'm like, oh Lord, I can't tell them that I'm pregnant. So it was just like, this is something I want to keep for myself, and I'm going to just go with it until I'm ready. Finally, I was ready, and I showed just a little bit, but I was sick for like 2 months. Certain foods, spicy foods, I love spicy foods. Spicy foods, no. I would eat, and then it would just be like, whew, where's the bag? And then I love olives. Like right now, this pregnancy, I am still loving olives. So I feel like those old wives' tales are not really true, because I liked sweet with Ella and I liked salty too. But I will tell you guys that I loved Chipotle so much. It was down the street for me. It was like 3 blocks away. I would go every single day. I kid you not. I feel like I should have gotten sponsored by Chipotle, because I would eat there for lunch. I would drag my friend Kwani. If you're watching this, please comment, because you know I would drag you every day and tell you, can we please have tacos? I'm dying for tacos. And I remember one night I was on the phone with my boyfriend, and I'm walking to Chipotle, and there's a sign on the door saying we're out of guac. And I'm like, no, because it looked kind of torn. So I was thinking, maybe that was earlier. It's like 8 p.m. Come on, you can't be out of guac. Have you been out of it all day? So I get on the line. I wait for 20 minutes. No exaggeration. Stomach growling. I'm hangry, but I'm pregnant. So can you imagine on top of that how angry I was? Plus, I really like food. I love to eat. Get to the front. I get my 3 tacos, and at this time I was vegetarian, so I wasn't eating meat. I still get, even though I'm eating poultry now, I still get rice and beans with all the other sauces, but I don't get any meat. And I was like, okay, where's the guac? and he was like, oh ma'am, did you not see the sign? We don't have any. My eyes like filled up, and I'm not a big crier unless it's something, you know, huge happening or impacting my life. But you guys, you don't understand how I felt. That I felt like the world was crashing on me. I literally paid for my tacos, and as I'm walking out the door, I'm like bawling. And then I call him and I'm like, they didn't have guac. We have to find guac somewhere. All the Chipotles were closing. I went to another one in the mall. They were almost out of everything. So I wound up going to Whole Foods and getting the little pack of guac to put on a taco. And I feel like I'm getting to that point now that I'm 18 weeks with this pregnancy, that I'm becoming an emotional eater, and I'm ready to fight somebody if I don't get the food that I want. Like today I was craving Cinnabons and donuts. Sorry for the long rant and to go all over the place, but yeah, this is just me. This is kind of what we're gonna do on Mom Mondays. If you want to see a more formal video, I'm promising you guys as well as myself that I will this Thursday. I'm going to post up a video either about skincare or about a makeup tutorial. Either eyebrows, or I might just do like one of my basic full face for going out, or if I have like a special event at my job. And right now I am starving. Being 18 weeks, I feel like I'm getting bigger, faster, way faster. And I've been reading articles about how your body just knows what to do, so it kind of just stretches and goes along the way. But this pregnancy, I am super happy. We literally took a test. I went to Thailand with my girlfriends and came back, and I said, something's not right. But I didn't take a test right away. I was like, oh, I'll get my period. I'm not too concerned about it. However, my lovely 3-year-old was in the back seat, and we're driving to go get food, and she goes, Mommy, I tell my teacher you have 2 babies inside. So my boyfriend and I look at each other and we're like, did you tell her that? And I'm like, no, that wasn't me. And then we're like, how does she think this? So she's like, Mommy, you have a brother or sister in your belly. And I'm like, no, baby, I'm not having a brother or sister in my belly. I'm sorry. And she said, yeah. 2 days later, I take a test. We come home, and no pressure, no nothing. I just went to the bathroom and I said, you know what? I have a pregnancy test in the drawer. We might as well just try it and see what's gonna happen. Like, you know, it can come out negative, and we can try when we're ready to try. We've kind of been talking about what would be a good age for Ella, what would be great for us, being that we want to move from our current location. We can't decide if we want to move back to California or New York. So we just want to see how life plays out. I took the test, and automatically it says 3 minutes, but it was like 1 minute, and it for sure showed that I was pregnant. And we were really happy. Like, I literally called my mom within the hour and was just like, hey, you're gonna have another grandbaby. And this time it was just like amazing. Just the support, how loved I felt, and it just felt really nice and warm inside, because I love my daughter, and I love my family, and I'm just so happy that we're expanding and that she's gonna have that best friend. And I'm excited to see if it's a boy or a girl. And we find out the sex this week on Wednesday. So I'm thinking this week, Saturday, I'm actually going to have a gender reveal party, and I will post really great pictures. One of my good friends, Karen, is a great, awesome photographer, and she's gonna be the photographer at my gender reveal. So I am hoping to post really great pictures on my Instagram. I will post my Instagram name and my Facebook and Twitter on the link down below. Pardon me. And yeah, I'm excited to share the news with you guys. So for Thursday's video, it's definitely going to be skincare or a makeup tutorial. I might make a poll on my Instagram, so be sure to check my Instagram out and just give me your vote on which one you'd like to see. And then next Monday, I will do kind of a gender reveal talk and how I feel about what gender this little baby is going to be. And then we can talk about some names and or get a little bit more personal if you guys would like to know that. So I know this was a longer video than the previous one, but I did want to be a little bit more upfront, a little bit more personal with you. And I actually really like the new lighting that I have, which I know that's pretty random, but I'm just so happy that you guys watched. And if you made it to this part, please like and subscribe to my channel, as well as make a comment on anything that you feel would be great for me advice wise, and or anything you'd like to see from me. Thanks and have a great day.